I'm a former D1 football player, and I walked away from the game to build an old-fashioned business. Not a dropshipping course or a fake guru brand. I'm building a software company, an honest one. It's called Elevate Circle, an edtech app connecting university students and alumni in a way that actually works, built for the modern world, to get students in the right jobs and networks growing organically. This is a series of me building a company with no fluff, just the real work, showing the ups and downs of starting a traditional company in a glamorized economy. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything, and there are a lot of hard days with this journey. Cool aspect I will show though is every day I use AI to do in one day what would take a 10-person team 3 days. And I want to show how I use AI to do that. I don't want anyone to be left behind and not know how to properly use the tools of today. This series has no script, no shortcuts, just the raw modern grind of building something old-fashioned, a company that actually is supposed to help people. So join me in day one of what I do to take my business nationwide to all the universities in America. The business has been gaining traction, and I can do more story times about that later, but let's get into what I did today. So got to start the day off with a run and lift. That's Mando. And then the real goal for today was to set a strong foundation for the rest of the summer so we can hit our September 1st goal with that app coming out for students and also the alumni interface coming out on the web. So what that means is today I did the Elevate Daily Checklist doc, really pulling out of AI what we need to do to hit that September 1st goal and then break it down bi-weekly so me and my team can use that doc as a checklist and say, okay, we need to do this week and just, always track our work. So that was a big chunk of the day, but then the biggest chunk of the day was the newsletter and just fully redoing the old one and revamping it into this new model. I had a really good idea for it a few weeks ago, and today was the day to just grind it out, change everything, and then get the first new format of the newsletter sent out. That really took up majority of the day, but then that bounced into some networking emails, setting up some meetings, and then a coding lesson at the end. All right, now I'm really excited to show you guys something that I love to do with AI, and I call this brain dumping. So I'll take every idea that's in my head, every update, every product plan, every roadmap, everything that I'm thinking of from the past, 3 months or whatever it may be. I just write it all out about the business, what the UI is going to look like, the product, what, partners we're thinking of, all the updates that have been going on. Write it all out, and then specifically for this prompt, I told it to create, that checklist, that weekly checklist so that we can hit that September 1st goal. But I also told the AI to save this specific update. And in my ChatGPT account, I have a Elevate Circle specific interface. So I ask it any relevant question I want about my business, and it instantly already knows the updates because I just did this, this brain dump. And I can now ask it any relevant question about my business specifically. Side note, gotta work with music.